ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bombers. I'm Amajal Knowles with your ZNS Sunday Sports. The BSF Round Robin Tournament Championship games have all been set as the 4 teams have been selected to battle in the championship games that are currently underway at the Blue Owl Bankers Field. On the women's side, the current NPSA Women's Champion Sunshine out of Wildcats. They will take on the Elite 8 Cats out of Grand Bahama. On the men's side, the Commander Security Truckers will seek to slow down Edney Bethel and the Palmetto Point Panthers out of Eleuthera. Stay tuned to ZNS Total Sports as we'll update you on the results of these games. In action from the Caribbean Classic tip-off yesterday in the game of the night, Kai Jones and his top-ranked Brewster Academy took on Crestwood College Prep out of Canada. And although the game was close early on, Jones and his teammates Jalen LeCue and Terrence Clark showed why they are some of the most highly touted recruits in America, turning the second half into a dunk fest before ultimately pulling away for the 104-80 win. Kai Jones was named player of the game with 20 points and 11 rebounds. Brewster head coach Jason Smith.
Practicing less than a week, so it's an unbelievable opportunity for us to come to this beautiful island to play in Bahamas, where one of our current players this is his hometown. The support here, the people have been amazing. We obviously have a lot of things to work on, but we're happy to be here.
The coach giving his thoughts on Kai's potential.
Kai's ceiling is astronomical. I've been very fortunate to have been doing this a long time. I've had over 100 Division I players, 16 NBA players, and Kai's ceiling is as high as any kid that I've had here. But more importantly, his character and his work ethic is what separates him. His drive, his motivation, his desire to improve every single day is what separates him from his peers.
And the University of the Bahamas yesterday hosting its first ever golf classic in Spa Day yesterday at the Royal Blue Golf Club at the Bahamar Resort. The tournament's ultimate goal was to aid in the expansion of scholarships for students, as well as assisting the school's recently established golf team. University president
fundraiser, but it's also an opportunity to interest more individuals in the game of golf. We have some fantastic golf courses in the Bahamas. We have individuals who are on the UB golf team now. We expect that this is going to be an opportunity for us to really spread our brand, not only across the Bahamas but around the world, and also within the golfing community. So we're very excited about this. One of the things we're talking about also is really moving forward and having a UB Golf Invitational, so that other institutions, NCAA Division I schools from across the United States, come to the Bahamas and compete in the Bahamas at our UB Golf Invitational on an annual basis as well. So we're very excited.
Organizer Peter Mitchell on what it took to put the event together.
A lot of intestinal fortitude. It took a lot of faith. Indeed, it took a lot of prayers. But the conviction of the group, of the core team, for the project team that organized this, the charge that President Rodney Smith gave us, we ran with it, and we are so happy that we are able to help our students and in this way in growing the endowment of the University of the Bahamas.
As for the event itself, its first ever winners Glenn Holden and Rory Scriven says the course was exceptional.
Well, we had a fabulous round of golf. Clearly we won, so that was awesome. We had our challenges, as we went along, but the front nine proved to be a little more difficult for us than the back, and the back nine really did it for us. We played extremely well on the back nine.
Played on this golf course for many times, right? So we're pretty much familiar with the course. It's just a matter of executing your shots, and we had an excellent team. When one member didn't do what they're supposed to do, the others came and did what they're supposed to do, and that's why we're winners now. We work as a team. Okay.
Sand Wars Part 2 raged on Saturday at the Beach Soccer Stadium. Several teams doing battle to find out who would come out on top. The event's organizer, Reginald Knowles.
It comprises of 10 male teams and actually 6 female teams. We actually had our first tournament in May, which was May 12th of 2018, and we had a really bad day in which it was raining. And because of the play of the game, everybody felt like it was exciting and everybody wanted a second try at it and whatnot. So what we did was we brought it back to the fans. So what we did was we brought a next tournament back today. Basically what it is, you have each team being able to play for $1,500 per person. The name speaks itself. It's Sand Wars. You're going to be you're on a sand pitch. You're actually fighting for this money. So you have bragging rights, you have money, and you have those two beautiful trophies sitting up on top there.
Knowles adding, as expected, the games were very competitive.
Okay, basically, each teams were winning at least by 1 touchdown or 2 touchdowns. There wasn't actually no blowout. The medium between the whole thing is actually the sun. The sun brings a steady level between everybody. So it's hands, skills, and your quarterback. Depending on what your quarterback is able to do, speed, with him passing the ball, or if you got good hands as a receiver, if you got good hands, that's what it is. As you can hear, we're playing music. It's like a rocker park situation. Music playing. We have guys on commentating throughout the whole thing. So it's a fun environment. We have Conquer Cohen out here, a Shawin, Alive. We have Wendy's. We have a lot of our star sponsors out here really supporting us.
2 new champions were crowned. Stopping the 7 Seas Predators from winning their second straight title was the Red Dot Roughnecks with a 29-13 victory. On the women's division, the Premier Quicksands, they defeated the Lady Hawks 14-7. And that's been a look at sports on this Sunday. A quick check on weather is up next.